All right, I'm going.
Let me know when, guys.
I'm live.
I'm live. And receiving. I'm live.
And welcome to some flying with the monkeys. Let's go to the main screen here. There we go. Welcome to some Saturday flying. We are, yes, that's the plane. There are 3 new planes tonight. They're all Phenom, Embraer,
300s.
505 Phenom 300. So, I got this. This is the plane I was teasing everyone with. Drake got it. Zig got it. We flew it last night. There was a bunch of fireballs. So we figured, what the hell, we'll fly tonight. We are in Manilla, Philippines. We are flying to Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. No, Da Nang. Sorry.
Da Nang.
Da Nang. We're flying to Da Nang, and we're going to have a wonderful takeoff, a wonderful flight, and then it gets sketchy. So, Draco is beside me. Zig is behind there. We have full startups and checkups in these things, checklists in these things. So we are going to need to get started on them to get going.
So, not to start your night off like this, but there's something weird going on either with your Discord or mine, because it sounded like you said we were going to be flying spaghetti.
I don't think we're flying spaghetti.
Not yet.
It might look like spaghetti when we get there. Okay, there. Now is all the Discords correct? Thank you. I didn't have, for some reason, you guys is all set on there. All right, it's there.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, they didn't hear that you said that we were flying spaghetti.
No, what I said is that the way your Discord was cutting out, it sounded like we were going to be flying spaghetti.
Okay, well, from now on, I'm done talking. You guys talk. I'm done. I quit. I can't do this no more. All right, so let's get these things started up. There is a large checklist that has in-dash checklists. And I'm pretty well familiar with where stuff is. Draco's getting there. Zig is going to go. Where was that at again? And if we need,
I'm ready for taxi, so I'm just waiting on you guys.
Oh, you just jumping in straight taxi? Okay.
And my airplane just yelled at me, so that's something. Alright, we're gonna get rid of these jokes real quick because it just makes it easier to work on things. Come on.
Rain system test okay. HTOS test okay.
Alright, so we're just gonna go through some of this stuff here really quick. Yep. Alright, we're gonna push that to restore.
Emergency equipment, push to restore. Battery switches are off, right? Bus tie, auto.
That's switched to auto.
Yes. Bleeders to auto. Crossfeeds going to go to auto. Those are off.
GPU on.
GPU button. Crossfeed test panel is off. Circuit breakers are on.
Switch that to auto. Air should.
Fuel pumps. Auto. Crossfeeds off.
Air switches 1 and 2. Set to auto.
Hydraulic pump. And ELT to arm.
Switches 1 and 2 set. Auto.
Yep. Remove. Windshields are. So that's the point to push out. Those are off. That's going to be next. Set to auto.
Cross feed off. Hydraulic pump switches 1 and 2.
Auto. Engine switches off.
ELT
That's it.
switch. Okay, what's... Oh, there it is. Never mind, I found it.
Wing stabilizer off.
It's out. Shield switches
Any gears down.
off.
That's
ADS probe knob set to auto.
auto. E. Knobs
Engine
both.
switches 1 and 2 off.
Dump
Must do
button
that.
pushed out. Yep.
Wing stabilizer
Air
switch
conditioning.
off.
As required.
Lead switches 1 and 2
We're
set
gonna
to
leave it
auto.
in on cool and just leave it down because it's.
I still don't know what
Probably
those
more.
other 2 bleed switches are.
I think it's a double check or misdo on it. I can't understand. I'm going to have to watch an actual checklist on an actual flight. Shut off buttons, those are off. That's the switches to off.
What is the PRESN mode switch again?
Where is it or what is it?
What is it? And where is
Pressure
it?
to the right of the FMS,
Ah, okay, I gotcha.
and that is for the
Auto.
pressurization of the cabin.
Yep, I got it.
Start knobs to stop.
ECS knob.
Flaps zero.
Dump button out.
Flaps zero. That's off. Parking brakes on.
Ooh, that air conditioning fan is loud.
Yes, it is.
What's the
Power up.
temperature?
Power.
31. Yeah, we're gonna need that.
Oh, is it that warm? Okay.
Yep. Shut off buttons 1 and 2.
So we have these to auto. That's to auto.
And auto switch off. Start.
CVR.
Stop. Flaps at 0. Speed brake closed. Parking brake
So
set.
that's all those. Oxygen roof dusted. These are my tests.
Fire.
Enunciations. Stall.
Stall.
Perfect.
Yep, I probably even heard him on my side. Seatbelt.
Better. Just 1 and 2. On. GPU
Start.
button as required. CVDR panel. What the hell is CVDR panel? Did we just do that?
No, that's the one down here, far bottom on the left armrest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the flight recorder.
Yeah. External lights is required. And emergency light. That's the arm.
Belts on.
Fuel balance, which is this. We're balanced.
External lights.
Pressurization.
Taxi. Nav.
Engine ignition switches
Set
to
that
auto.
Fuel quantity and balance. 2,700 in each tank. Oxygen pressure for
Pressures.
dispatch. 1850
Idle.
psi.
Park set closed.
Ignition switches set to auto.
GPU disconnect.
Thrust lever set to idle. Check. Parking brake set. Doors closed.
We're at 27.9. We can start the engines.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start mine. Watch them spool up. And once they're spooled up, I can disconnect the GPU.
One started.
Waiting for it to stabilize. Good. GPU disconnect. engine 2.
Pushed out. We're not setting any of this yet because I don't have that information yet. Oh no, we're doing I'm doing IFR, so I need to call for clearance.
All right, so we're good there. What's this?
One and code was code 1616.
Oh.
Read back.
13,000.
Yeah, that's what I got too. System. Anyone check what the altitude is where we're landing at yet?
I have not.
Okay. Set outside temperature was.
Oh, GPU disconnect.
31 Celsius.
Pushed out.
So.
All right, you're gonna have to help me with a couple things. The SWPS panel.
I do believe that is the panel right there to the left. That's the horizon.
Okay.
It does say just checked, right?
Test.
Oh, no, that is then set the for the ice protection test then, the final one? No.
No?
I can't remember that one.
Yep, I'm sure it's good.
Yeah, I'm sure it is good too. The next one is then your autopilot
Right.
stuff. And altitude at
0. I'm on spin.
What was the name?
Spin.
VVDN? Church.
I believe so.
Anyone know our runway heading?
I do not.
Yes, it's no, it does not. Elevation 36.
Oh, okay.
So,
All
are
right,
near
take off
0 for elevation.
outside air temperature and ATR.
Outside temperature is 31 Celsius. You got to go through the engine. So that's the far left system.
System.
And then you got to hit it until you see engine set.
Engine set.
And then you'll see the CON climb outside in ATR.
Yep. Do I want ATR on or off?
It says on.
Okay, it's already on.
And
Perfect.
LFE is setting it at 0 because you want it. That is then your minimum flight level, so that you don't crash into the ground on landing.
LFE, because it's only what, 60, right?
36.
36.
It's less than 50. And then if you leave it at like 50, which means 14 feet above, it won't bring you in and land you the rest of the way onto the runways, for what I understand from it, but I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know in chat. That's what it's there for.
Okay, so there's something weird here. If I try and go down to 0, it goes down to 25, and then if I do minus 50, it puts me 25 feet below. Gives me negative 25.
Go back up to 25 then, because then that's still below your 36.
Right. Right, so back.
Takeoff speeds. Not worrying about that set. Transponder set. Altitude, we check that.
All right, so we have to do our
I'm leaving it as the set one for 120 and 110.
I at least want to turn them on.
Flight controls checked, yep. Trims,
Come on.
checked and set, yes. Flaps to takeoff. 2. Thank you. External lights, yes. Emergency switch, yes. And then release the brake. Pig. Gas signs off. Seatbelts with electricity off. You cannot use your devices now. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna set my minimums for 500 feet.
All dampers off, correct. So that's after takeoff and climb. Middle of the ground. Press taxi.
Shit. Damn it. Now we gotta scroll through this again. 500 feet.
Wait. Bingo.
Huh?
Well, it said take off and hold short runway 6. There you go, Zig, unless you're already on the way. But it then said F1, D2, D3, D4, F4.
You sank my battleship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's bingo or battleship. I'm not sure which. But that's, you know, all right.
Takeoff data set. LFE set. Takeoff speed set. Transponder set. Altimeters. What is our altimeter?
29.8, if I remember correctly.
Was it 29.8?
Yes.
2908. That's some low air pressure.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because now I'm gonna be like 500 feet below sea level.
29.80. 29.80.
You did not. That is not what you said.
It's not what I said? Okay. Taxi lights on.
29.80. 29.80. Cross check. Good. 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 Close that. Alright. Flight controls. That feels good. Yep. All the way back. All the way forward. There we go. Trim. Set checked. Flaps set to takeoff. Check. External lights. Check. Emergency switches. I armed those. Yep. break off, takeoff configuration. Check, check.
Double check, triple check.
That's good. Yaw damper is off. Okay, I am ready to go. Gonna taxi IFR. I'm gonna follow you.
I'm actually using the, instead of being a good pilot and knowing what they said, I'm just following the progressive arrows. I am now tailgating Zig, so
Did we ever
I
figure
don't
out
have
the runway heading?
progressive arrows.
it's 6, so I'm not sure what the actual heading is on the takeout.
So when you pushed back, which way did you turn, Moondog?
I turned right, but it's like straight behind you.
Is it?
Yeah.
The runway is, or?
To get out of there, and then you sort of make a left.
Because my progressive... Are you freaking serious? So help me God, if I look back there and it's a damn pickup truck.
Probably is.
There is nothing around me. I don't care. I'm pushing back. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, it is definitely propulsion. You give it throttle, and then it goes, yeah, okay, and then all of a sudden you're doing 90.
Right. Oh, I definitely hope I'm going the right way, because I have no idea. I have no progressive taxi.
Come here. Spin around here. You come around that building, make a left, and then come to the runways and cross over the one runway and make a right. Okay, I'm going to slow my speed down so I don't run into Zig, and I'm going to air traffic, Draco. Yeah, you're going the correct way, cross the runway, and then make a right. That's a nice paint job on that one, too.
Right now I'm just trying not to taxi at the speed of sound.
Yeah.
And I gotta do something about Rex 4, because my lines are gone.
Does it need to be just uninstalled, reinstalled, or just...
Your what's going?
The taxi lines,
Like the
they're
yellow,
just complete.
the painted
The yellow
ones?
lines? Yeah, they're completely gone.
Huh.
And when I do come across a couple, they're flickering and cutting in and out. Alright, so I gotta turn on D2.
Turn right on D2, I guess. Yeah. Just past the runway there.
So I'm sorry everybody for the flickering lines. I don't know. I haven't had this. I didn't have this problem until I started flying this plane. So I don't know if Rex 4 and this plane just don't play well together, or if these textures in this plane don't play well together.
There's the thing. It should be doing the same mess up for all three of us.
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, we have a new follower. Thanks for following. Who was that? Notifications was off because I was recording, so I'm going to have it pop back up there again.
Alright, do I stay on D2? Where am I going?
I'm continuing on D2. Zig just turned off to the right. Who was
Yes.
that?
I do not see you guys.
Like Fuzzy. Let me redo that one there. There we go. Thank you for following on Twitch.
I feel like I'm at like Orlando airport, like the longest freaking taxi ever.
Yeah.
The taxi when you fly into Orlando is about as long as the flight to get there.
Which one was I doing the other day? It was not Detroit, because I never really landed at Detroit. Atlanta. That's another one where outline runway and take forever to loop all the way around the airport.
O'Hare's not exactly easy to taxi in either.
I was just talking about Orlando in real life. Feels like
Yeah.
feels like you know, you drive halfway across Florida to get to the gates.
Whoever's in front of me,
I'm picking it up. I'm sorry, I was checking my Discord and chats and everything for everyone. Some of us wasn't traveling at Mach 2 on the ground.
neither was I. I had a ground speed at like 15.
Oh, we're turning right here.
Turn your turn signal on.
Okay, which button is that? That's the only one I don't know.
It's to stick your hand out the window and flip the bird.
Okay, got that one. Like crap, we're crossing the runway to go continue down to the other runway.
Seriously, we're crossing the runway we just crossed.
Yep. Because I guess that taxiway doesn't come all the way down.
Wouldn't it be a hell of a... Oh god, those textures are flickering bad. Ooh. I'm sorry about this, everybody. I'm gonna try and figure this out. And by me, I mean me, Moondog, and Zig are gonna sit down one night and... Oh shit!
Yeah, because I've caught up to Zig. Outside view this. Let's see here.
I just dodged a plane coming right at me.
Okay.
That was my oh shit. Where's the horn at on this?
You know, you could lose your IFR takeoff clearance before you got to the takeoff. If you do the outside view, that is a really pretty plane at times.
Oh good, here we go again with the vertical speed hold selector not doing anything.
Don't put it on PIT, put it on the VS setting. I think you can push it multiple times.
Oh shit!
Is there a passing lane on this thing? Can I pass them?
You just chill out there, buddy.
No, if this is Grand Theft Auto, I'd be chucking mines at him by now.
If this was Grand Theft Auto, you'd have 3 stars and be running already.
That's what I do.
You know,
But I rarely ever get caught.
we're doing 13. I don't.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
Hey, Jack Bowser, welcome to the stream. I don't know what the speed limit is for taxi.
Just below takeoff.
Yeah.
It's whatever it is until the air traffic controller goes, hurry your ass up and get over there, or I'll spin you and put you in the back of the line. And you know you need to speed up.
Oh, look, what a shocker. There's a Dash 8 landing.
There's the Dash 8 sitting to my left. And Zeke just leaves them littering around all over the place.
Well, the reason you see them is because they're the only ones that don't crash and burn when I'm flying. There's no trace of the other planes.
I have to give you that credit.
Well, we can't keep climbing trees to look for your plane, Sig.
I really don't know why this one, like, overstressed. I wasn't doing anything crazy with it. I didn't think.
If you were descending, wasn't you?
Yep.
You probably had speed still set something, and you could probably use that air brake to slow down. And if you hadn't, you may have just gotten to a speed too quick there, ripped the wings off, and then.
I wasn't going that fast, though. I wasn't overspeeding. So that's why. That's what I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I was way off the throttle because I know I was descending quickly.
Yeah, but that's what was weird, because I was way off the throttle too, and I was descending at like 2,500 feet per minute.
But I wasn't, you know what I mean? So I was off the throttle, so I wasn't building a lot of speed on my descent. Because I was off at the throttle, because that's what you have to do with the Dash 8. You really have to watch that.
Being played.
I'm swerving to clean the tires off, so I can pass him in the corner. So I can pass him in the corner.
What are you kids doing?
Bump drafted. $9 million plane. We're going to bump draft.
You're getting us so close. I got to hook a chain to the back of your plane, and you could just pull me.
I got that close with Zig a couple of times.
And are we there yet? Is this it here? One up?
Nope, cross 2 more runways.
Seriously?
I don't know.
No, this is it. There's a 737 just landed for me.
Manilla ground, world travel 7675, request taxi to the gate.
No, if we taxied any further, we would have taxied right to Da Nang.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're get into chat here, anyone already in chat, this is the point where you get all your Good Morning Vietnam references in.
And if you've never seen that movie, go watch that movie. Probably one of the funniest Robin Williams movies.
And if you ever do...
Okay, let's see here. Advise the passengers. Shut up, sit down, don't make me come back there.
I did that.
Lights as required.
I should have scanned for models with join. You guys are flying prop planes.
Alright, I have to wait till I get out on the runway before I do my thrust assurance check.
You couldn't do that now at all, could you?
He could take a second. All he has to do is just hop out of join, have it scan real quick, and then hop back in, and that's what I did. Hell, he can even do it once he's in the air.
Yeah.
And I promise, once we get up to altitude, I will turn off the air conditioning so it's not so damn loud. But considering it's 31 degrees, it's a little toasty.
Says I'm cleared, so you better get
Damn
going.
it. I was going to save the game right there.
You know, let's try that. Save. Phenom. Acknowledge.
So yeah, I'm not brave enough to do that. Last time I had a save game, it corrupted everything. So nope. If I crash, I crash.
This thing does
Well,
take...
I've got a couple saves, but I'm not sure if they work when I pull them back up. So.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Okay.
And then the only thing I want to do once I'm on the runway is look down here.
Check
Click
gear.
that button.
Check gear. 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 Check.
Thought I put the gear up. I guess I didn't.
There's 80. VR1, pull back on the stick, go up in the air. Positive rate, you're going up.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
Break.
Stall. Stall.
75%.
Stall.
I'm getting a stall warning. What the hell's... We're good.
Sure holds. Release. Full throttle. V1 coming up. And rotate.
Right, 1-5.
Positive right. Gear. Flaps.
Departure, Embraer, Zulu, India Golf is at 3,400, climbing 13,000. Embraer, Zulu, India Golf, Manilla, departure, Roger, altimeter 2980.
Now I'm going to do
Embraer, Zulu, India
that
Golf,
one.
turn right, heading 120, proceed
Yeah.
on course, climb and maintain 13,000.
Heading.
I'll pilot it and
What do you say? 120.
Embraer, Zulu, India Golf, turn right, heading 245, climb and maintain 13,000, airwave 6556, descend and maintain 2,500.
5.
Airwave 6556, you are 26 miles west, turn left, heading 090, descend and maintain 2,500, clear ILS, runway 6, approach, maintain 2,500,
And wanted heading
until established on
115.
the localizer.
Alright.
Contact Manila Tower on 118.1.
Turn right.
Turn left, heading
At the 13.
descend and maintain 2,500, cleared, ILS, runway 6, approach, maintain 2,500 until established. Tower on 118.1, airway 6556.
250 now. Thank you.
Turn right, heading 245, climb and maintain 13,000. Embraer, Zulu, India Golf.
4-5.
Freaking serious? Now you're telling me turn left heading 240. You know what? I'm going to turn right heading 240. Because that's the way you had me going in the first place.
Yep.
Catch y'all later.
See you, Dan.
See you then. 240.
Okay, contact Manilla. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Two 980. Yep, verified. And then what did I want to do? I wanted to do. I don't need airport information. Nearest airport. I don't need that. Flight plan.
Oh shit! No.
Embraer Zulu India Golf. Turn left, heading 125. Proceed on course.
125. Proceed on course.
Turn left, heading 125. Resume on navigation. Embraer Zulu India Golf.
It helps if you don't, if you set your flaps to off instead of full.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong button. Yeah, I'm taking off like a rocket now. Do you want me to go to back to 125?
Clicked wrong ones. Hold on. There we go.
Embraer Zulu India Golf. Contact Manilla Center on 128.3.
Outside air temperature 22. Okay, so we're good there.
200.
Go back to the main. 180. Thank you.
Well, I don't know where they're taking me, but
It's the hell out of me where they're taking me.
I am not anywhere near the. I'm headed the opposite direction almost.
I'm kind of going parallel to it.
I mean, I know sometimes the departures are weird.
Yeah.
Right. Don't need that. That's what I was doing.
Right, heading 300. Embraer Zulu India Golf.
So if we go to
H6905, contact Civic Base approach on 119.1. Going to 119.1, H6905. Embraer Zulu India Golf.
train proximity, weather.
Climb and maintain flight level 220. Embraer Zulu India Golf.
All that looks good. Change the range.
Looks like we got some storms ahead of us.
And then back to main one.
8220.
Map. Turn on the traffic and then let everyone hear traffic, traffic, traffic.
260.
Okay, it finally had me make a big turn and put me on an intercept to the
Yeah, okay. Okay, I like using, okay, when you're doing your climb with your vertical speed,
Yeah.
if you keep it on FS and adjust it there, your flight vertical speed, it's controllable. Don't, when it goes to then holding, it's on PIT on the main screen there.
On what? FS?
Yes. When you're doing your vertical speed, you'll see that it says altitude hold, but you need to make sure you click on FS, and it says FS. If you hit it twice, it goes to like PIT. You don't want PIT.
On the altitude selector?
Yes. No, on the vertical, the VS, the vertical speed, which then means you got to put it in every time you want to climb, but it's better than
FS or VS?
VS, sorry, VS.
Yeah, okay.
Pacifica 2582, you are 65 miles northeast, turn right, heading 245.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Once it gets to your altitude, then
It switches over to whole vertical speed of 0.
Yeah.
Expect vectors ILS, runway 6 approach, Pacifica 2582.
which is fine.
360.
Manilla Center, Beach Bravo 0438 is climbing through 8,800 for 14,000. Beach Bravo 0438, Manilla Center, Roger. Altimeter 2979er.
Are they ever going to tell me I can resume my own navigation?
They haven't told me yet.
I'm about ready to turn towards it anyways.
Yeah. Because I'm way off my line. You know what? I'm doing it now because I'm like almost 50 miles off my line now.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get this flight system thing to work, so shush. So I'm turning to a heading of 3-3.
Climb and maintain 320.
Maintain flight level 320. Embraer Zulu India Golf.
Now this plane's not going to try and turn me all the way back around to pick up Dylan.
Resume on navigation.
Is it?
Turn left, heading 27.
You can
Resume on navigation.
turn to the next one on the flight plan, which I'm going to do myself right now. So you click on flight plan, scroll down.
Yep. I just set it as an active waypoint.
H438, climb and maintain 16,000. Climb and maintain 16,000. H438. Pacifica 258.
Apparently, air traffic control forgot about us.
Descend and maintain 8,000.
Really? Not yelling at me to turn back to 240.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm going to or not. I think I might just cancel IFR.
That's the only thing I don't like about IFR, to be honest.
Yeah.
Although it ended up getting me on the right path, but you know, I had that problem one of the other times we were flying with them, and then it took me all around, and then it was passed up waypoints and just doing stupid shit.
honest, I'm already almost at cruising altitude.
Descend and maintain 6,000.
I'm at 26,000.
I'm at 32.
6,000.
I'm crossing 26 now. Two eight, right. With ignoring it just long enough, it finally said to climb to 280 and continue on, turn to 265 and resume own navigation. So it's like it finally.
What's your what do you have your cruise altitude set for?
At cruise it would be 36.
I'm only going to give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm just going to ignore it and do what I want.
I don't remember what I did the other night, if I just ignored it for a while and then it finally left me alone. Can't remember.
Yeah, because I headed to it. I'm actually on course now. So
some turbulence. I'm way up here. You know what? No, they're flying me right into storms.
Orbit 2214. Contact Manilla approach at 119.7.
I'll be right back, folks.
Orbit 2214.
All right, I'm back.
Pacifica 2582. Contact Clark approach at 119.2. 119.2 for Pacifica 2582. World travel 1389er. Descend and maintain 12,000.
Whoa, she's loud outside.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that, anybody who's using headphones.
I don't think it's terribly loud. It's not like that one plane we were flying. Was that the hurricane hunting plane?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's just that when
I
you
think-
get out there, it's just like a high-pitched.
Well, and I think it's so quiet inside. It's kind of what you know, you don't hear that, you don't have the prop.
Two idiot
Right.
hookers fighting in the front yard or on the sidewalk.
Well, I thought they went into the house next door.
They're on the sidewalk trying
Oh.
to pull each other's hair. But I'm just gonna let them kill each other.
Yeah, because you know,
Nobody's going to come.
right. Well, Draco might show up and separate them.
Because they're hookers.
Yeah, because they're hookers.
Draco could not care less.
Wait, you got hookers fighting in the driveway or on the sidewalk?
Yep.
Yeah,
Is that what she said?
My question is this: why are you not videotaping this, or at least?
You want to get some hits on your YouTube channel?
Okay. All right.
That's a good way to do it. Hooker fights.
All right. I'll be right back.
The only thing that'd be better would be midget hooker fights. I mean, you'd be a star in a week.
Oh boy, there. Just got flagged.
Yep.
I lost my 2 cents on this one.
I lost my nothing on this one. Yep. I ignored it long enough, and it just said, "Oh, go ahead, do whatever you want."
So I don't know why, but like I got the hammer down and I'm doing like 212.
It's because you're. How high up are you?
32,000.
Are you still climbing?
Nope.
That's why it's real thin air up here. So that's your indicated airspeed.
Yeah, the ground speed's only 360 though.
Well, sorry to disappoint, but they're all gone.
Dang it.
That would have been a video of yours I would have watched.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for the encouragement.
I'm in most of your videos, so it's like watching myself.
What's your speed, Drake or Moondog?
217 is indicated 218, but I'm doing ground speed 297.
All right.
Alright, I pulled.
But I have
cruise.
throttles at 95 right now because I was still climbing.
I have a ground speed of 408, indicated airspeed of 217. My throttles are only at 87%.
Okay.
How much fuel am I using? 570 pounds per hour.
I'm at max. Max throttle.
That's interesting.
Well, I'm climbing speed right now. I'm at 234 in climbing because I'm level flight at 95% throttle.
Well, I finally reached my cruise altitude of 38,000.
Got lightning down below me. I might want to, but I'm just above it, so that's not bad. Although we do have this one hammerhead cloud right all beside me.
Some weather here.
Now I backed off to the max cruise setting, but now I'm dropping speed.
Huh.
Did you, by any chance, set your engine stuff
Can you be more
in your
specific?
system? Like your
No,
outside temperature at takeoff and all that. That might be the difference.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cockpit set for 70. It's actually 68. Cabin set for 72. It's actually 66. So maybe we'll.
I don't think those ever changed, though.
I'm gonna change them a bit and see if it doesn't.
Because when I look at mine, it's set for 70. My cockpit's set for 70. It's 68 degrees. My cabin is set for 72. It is 66 degrees.
That's what mine is too. I'm just gonna play with this stuff and see what happens.
I said I don't think
I'm
those
getting
change.
Awful lot of turbulence, so I'm gonna wing stabilizers on.
That's not what that is.
What?
That wing stab. That's not what
Oh, ice speed reset. Okay, got it.
I was in
As
that
I look at it.
in that Captain Mac video. He was saying that top wing on the back of your plane is called a stab wing.
Okay.
That's your anti. He thought that was your anti-icing for that,
I get that.
for your wing and your stab.
So every time I try and turn my yaw damper on, it immediately clicks itself back off.
Wow, Zach dancing. Good thing I haven't like let them out of their seats yet.
I just moved my camera a little bit so I don't look like a 4-year-old flying this.
I can't get the yaw damper to come on at all, so I want to back off on the throttles. Because I'm at 260, almost at overspeed at this altitude. Ground speed's 462.
I'm just about 235.
I'm at 200.
Overspeed is 250 for me. And I do not see you guys at all.
I'm right behind one of you.
It's got to be Moondog. Pull up my map real quick.
Zig, are you flying with your tail gear down?
With my what?
Your landing gear down.
Why, yes, I believe I am.
Well, then there's your problem.
Well, what
If
the
this
hell?
had been a real plane, that damn thing would have been ripped off.
You know, that's a really nice animation there for the tail gear going up.
Well, you know, after I took off, I put the gear up. I knew I did. And then all of a sudden it started yelling at me, check gear, check gear, check gear. And it's like, well, so I hit the gear button again because I thought, oh, well maybe I didn't put the gear up. Well, look at me take off on the speed now.
Well, that's like my plane on takeoff. I'm climbing at like 3,000 feet per minute. I'm like 400 feet off the ground, and it starts yelling at me, "You're too low." No shit, I just took off.
Yeah, I don't know why it yeah.
Getting bounced around a little bit by this handful off to our right here.
Okay, yeah, I passed that one a little bit ago.
Well, that would make sense why I'm going so slow.
I just decided to take a look out at you guys.
No,
and
good.
see
I'm glad you did.
to where you were, everyone was at. So,
well, I was gonna ask if you had put your gear up, but then I remembered you saying something about
about the gear. Yeah,
about putting your gear up, so that's why I didn't say anything.
Well, I don't know why it was yelling at me about check gear. Because I usually remember to put my gear up. It's putting it down where I have the problem. And apparently, obviously, I had it up.
you had it up, it still gave you a warning, and then you put it back down.
Yeah, and didn't realize it.
Hey, you know what? On that main center thing, it has LG landing gear, up or down.
What? Where?
Next to the flaps.
Well, I don't even, where's the flaps?
In the center screen.
Center screen.
Very bottom.
Oh.
Or second from the bottom.
Well, I don't ever look at that. Yeah, I see that now. I might look at
And
that now.
Your spoiler is closed. That's your your speed brake.
All right. I am 35 miles from IBOB.
You want me to pull up that? IBOB.
Look at your main screen.
I am. Well, no, I know. I am.
I'm 48.
7.5.
You're 48.
Yeah, 47.
Then you're right. Then you're behind me.
I thought when I looked
Yeah.
on the map, I was right behind one of you on the active sky map.
Yeah, I'm at 5 nautical miles from it now.
Well,
It's
I'm
like
not.
you can't keep up with it.
So we'll just sit here and look and watch the light show that's all around us.
Yeah, I'm getting beat up a little bit now.
Yeah, you'll get past that in a second. It's fairly smooth.
Now I bet I can pull it back to the max cruise.
Nope. 200 nautical mile range on the center console, and it's like you still only see ocean beneath you. So, what do we call it? It's about a third of the way into the stream, a third of the way into the show, third of the way into the flight. Takeoff, slightly interesting, but no dire issues.
I don't. You think we're a third in? I bet we're not.
No. Okay, but I'm just at this point we're now up. We've taken off. You know what? There's even a check after takeoff.
We're going to be here
checklist.
at like 2 a.m.
We're here we're here in the cruise phase.
After takeoff climb checklist. Landing gear lever checked up. Yes. Flap 0. Yes. Thrust levers control climb. Yep. Correct. Yes. Altimeter checked. Yes. Yaw dampener on. I can't get it to go on. I click
Me
it
neither.
It won't go on. So, okay.
200.
Seatbelt signs.
Make it
Seatbelt signs
airspeed
off.
43.
No, they're not going off because we'll let them have their iPods and stuff. We'll have electric go back there, but we're not. No, it's bouncing around too much.
Well, you can switch it to just belts on instead of.
Yeah, that's what I did. I belts on, but you can have your iPad pod, your computer, and let them know that you're going to be on time or whatever.
The yaw damper is probably a glitch in this plane.
Might be.
Weather radar, yeah, checked.
Where are the signs at?
Airspeed. Left of your yoke.
Oh.
Just left of the yoke there. Underneath the pusher. Before descent. We're good there. So you can exit that. System.
Shield 1 and 2.
Status. Flight. Let's see. Battery 1, 28. Battery 2, 28. Hydraulic pressure. Oxygen pressure. That's all good. Fuel, 258 kilograms used so far.
Let's see how much I've used. 256 kilograms.
Yeah. Ice protection. Yeah, I don't really have anything on right now.
Except for my windshield.
Yeah, well, outside temperature is minus 44, so at least probably ice protection on.
I have mine on.
Yeah, that's...
What's this GS inhibit?
On what?
in under TAWS says GS inhibit and button TERR inhibit.
Wait a minute. Where in the console?
Right next.
Oh, okay. GS inhibit. Flap inhibit. Terrain inhibit. Don't know. Is that a Google thing?
Yep. I'll Google it when I feel like it.
Wow, it's gotten awfully quiet.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Yeah. So I gotta go get a snack. I'll be right back. Ernie's in charge while I'm gone.
$64 miles to Gukum.
Bukum. What?
Gukum. Gukum.
I'm 76. What did you say you were?
61.5.
Yeah, can't believe I was flying with my gear down. Well, and I apparently I had hit the wrong F key, and instead of like turning my flaps off, I set them all the way to full too. I was on the climb. I'm like, why is this thing not going? I at least figured that out. I'm like, holy cow, I got full flaps. No wonder it don't want to go.
Been there.
So, how to make this flight harder by Zig? Fly with gear down,
And half
flaps fully extended,
flaps full, yeah.
engines at half throttle. I noticed that you can't pull that X gauge up in here because we don't have it. We didn't update
Right.
that through.
The what?
I'll be right back. But you really don't need it because you have it. Because you have the center console.
Right, but I'm just saying to reference with
What are you wanting to pull up?
weather to see if it mimicked or matched what I have.
What do you have?
I'm just trying to set up the weather map
On the
and see
center
if it's
console?
working. On the center console, yeah.
Well, how does that work?
I don't know.
Oh.
Working on it.
Yeah, I guess I have to go back and... Do you have to go back and install that then again? Because I can't... It's not even on my shift key to bring up the little window anymore.
I think you have to do it for the planes that you have, so we may have to redo that.
Well, we're going to be flying in or over.
Right.
Hey, Demolition, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the stream. Draco's, you guys are already in over the pink, I guess. I'm just getting to it. I'll be right back. Why are you home so soon?
So that didn't work. Okay, so.
I will say this plane is quieter than the 377.
Yeah. I definitely hit some turbulence here.
Yeah, I got another big thunderhead right ahead of me.
Yeah. But when I turn on the weather radar, I've got nothing ahead of me. I just have turbulence.
Well, it would only be picking up precip, and we wouldn't be getting precipitation this high up.
Okay.
Getting knocked around a little bit. I swear, your plane sounds like a concrete saw.
When I go outside view and you hear it through the mic?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I actually know how to use one of those. How do you know I'm not actually using a concrete saw?
If you're flying a concrete saw at 36,000 feet?
No. I'm flying this, but how do you know I'm not using a concrete saw right now, in my living room?
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, you eat while you just... and you go watch hooker fights, so...
I couldn't find them. They'd already moved on. So you guys were checking... Gucum? I'm onto ARBSI.
Yeah, I'm 10 miles out from my waypoint, from Gucum.
Gucum? Okay.
There's supposed to be a button where you can switch from indicated airspeed to Mach airspeed.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember where that is. Yep, there it is. I found it. Mach 7.76.
Why not? Got it. It's your costume.
That is where we're at.
It's the speed select. If if you click on it rather than rotate, it'll switch it from indicated airspeed to Mach.
Right. So 7.67.
I'm gonna give everybody a nice look at the back of the plane. Sit back here. See the engines.
Are we doing tours around the plane?
Yep. Yep. The pilot's sitting back here while we're going through turbulence and the whole thing's bouncing up and down. That sounds safe.
Yeah, but do you have your seatbelt on?
No, I don't even have legs.
You can go through and shut all the
windows.
All the windows. That way, then, you know, no one can see what's going on in the back of the plane. See, no, nothing's going on back here.
Wrong button. Hold on. There we go.
Seatbelts on. Wait a minute. Yeah, no smoking. Seatbelts on. I thought I turned off the PDA stuff.
Alright, we're past the turbulence.
Pilot!
Now. There we go. Now they can get up and walk around. I don't see any more storms for a while.
Okay, get up and walk. Where are you going to get up and walk around?
Well, you gotta go to the bathroom sooner or later.
Okay. We'll give them that.
And I'm pretty sure right there behind the co-pilot is a refrigerator.
There is.
Yeah, that's where the beer is.
You can open that up.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, it doesn't open. What that is that's actually for one of the windows.
Oh, I could have swore I was in one of these seats. Or was that on the other plane that I had that I got rid of? I think it is. Okay. On that Cessna Citation Mustang that I had,
Yeah.
it was so bad. You could open up the stuff there, and it had drinks and stuff.
I like how you can turn the lights on individually. Like, okay, so we are 15 minutes and 40 seconds away from our next waypoint. 100 and...
So you're on ARESI now, correct?
Yep. 117.
117. 117. I'm at 86, so that's 34,
And I'm at
35 nautical miles.
Yep.
So I should slow down a little bit for you guys.
Well, what's your speed?
258. 258. Indicated 465 ground speed.
Okay, yeah, I'm 240. Indicated 455 ground speed.
So I'll just back off a touch.
Speaking of going to the fridge for a beer.
Didn't you do that?
No, but I'm gonna right now. Be right back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess TwitchCon's going on right now, so there's not a whole lot of people doing anything on Twitch other than most of their channels are streaming stuff from TwitchCon.
Well, you know what they should be doing? They should then be showing everyone that's not there. I don't know. Just stop.
Thing is, though, I don't have like $5,000 to go.
Isn't it out west still?
It's in LA.
Yeah. I know a certain furry wrote it and wasn't planning on going because he went a year or two ago.
Looks like I got another good-sized thunderhead ahead of me here.
Well, let's see what this button does. So we're just flying along.
Yep.
Peaceful over the Pacific. Nothing terrible going on.
Thought I saw Zig back there, but that wasn't him.
I thought I saw Zig, but he didn't have his gear down. So as we go through the views,
yeah, once you get the plane up in the air and you get all the autopilot stuff sorted out, it's a nice, quiet, easy flight.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like your 737, oh crap, I've lost an engine, but you know.
You know, well, I mean, you know, I'm not having to wrestle with anything, and like with the 757.
I'm back.
I'm sure Zig's still on the fence about this plane.
On the fence?
Yeah.
Nah.
No, he's beyond the fence. He's in a tree, but he's on a fence. But he's not on the fence.
I mean, this plane does have its quirks and things to figure out, and obviously I know we don't know everything about this plane yet, like we do our normal, everyday planes, but it's
what are you talking about? I still don't even know everything on the Beechcraft King Air, but yeah, I know where you're going with that.
But it's not a bad little plane.
No. And
no, I like it.
Probably replace our 757 ordeal of trying to go a longer distance a little bit quicker.
No, I think I'll be flying this one a lot. I've been wanting one of these for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, right after he said flight sim? Oh, I'll never like that. Ooh, give me a...
Well, he's never going to let you live that down, Zig, you know that?
Yeah, I know. Well, how long ago were we talking about one of these, Moondog?
Like I was saying, a week after you said, I think I can like this. I mean, quite literally.
Hey.
You was looking at that when you decided on getting the your Crash or Dash 8.
No, I had that already before I
Yeah?
was looking at these, but it wasn't long after.
I mean, I'll be honest. One of these never even entered my mind until I saw Moondogs, until I saw the picture of Moondogs, and then I watched a few videos. I was like, that's a pretty cool looking plane.
No, I've had my eye on one for quite a while. I couldn't narrow it down because a lot of them have quirks, and I don't think there's been anything in here that's like, you know, game breaking, if you will.
Yeah. Earth shattering.
Yeah, I mean,
there's some annoying things, maybe, you know, with the way the buttons are hard to work, you know, with the GPS and stuff, but
yeah, but you know, once you learn the workarounds and things like that, it's bad.
It's like when you pull up the FMS with the Shift 3, that dial becomes very difficult to use. But if you just zoom in on it,
yeah,
that dial's a whole lot easier to use. But then you're staring at that instead of like your flight, so hopefully you got everything programmed when you need to be looking up.
Right.
You're not trying to go, what was that airport identification? What runway was that?
I mean, this one's a jet, but it feels more like, other than the glass cockpits.
Yeah.
It's more like flying the planes that we're used to.
Well, you guys, yes.
Well, that's because you only fly the 377, but
Okay, I remember to hit my timer off the runway. We've been flying for 53 minutes.
Okay, I started mine a little earlier than you. I have an hour and 15.
Didn't I do it right when we took off? I thought I did.
I just started mine a little earlier. I think I started mine on taxi.
We didn't take off till about quarter till. What was your timer at, Moondog?
53.
Yeah, that would be about right.
Yeah, because I thought I did it when I was pulling onto the runway, which is when you should be doing it, when you take off. That way, if they find black box or whatever, they can figure out where you was at or stuff like that. That's, I think, what that timer is.
Well, they're going to know where you're at. The smoldering hole in the ground.
the trail of broken parts.
Or in Zig's case, look for the nearest mountain or tree.
Where's the landing gear left at?
Or in my case.
They're still in the undercarriage because they never went down.
Or in my case, look to the left or the right of the runway.
You guys don't do bad. You guys... Okay, your success rate is probably not as high as mine, but
in all reality, we don't fly as often as you do.
There's some of that. I've gotten a little bit more practice, and then your plane where you've had some issues with the 377, you can have an issue, and then you've got all of a sudden no engines, you're in trouble.
Right. That 377 can be a persnickety bitch at the time.
Ziggs does very well now in the dash, but that has a history of not being a very easy plane to land.
Now the Duke I could fly all day long. I have no issues in that Duke.
And you landed easy every time.
Yeah, you can't get the damn thing started.
I've just really lately had a problem with the 757. I can't seem to...
Yeah, you were the one that took off first and held it well, and then you even landed on our first flight with no problem.
Yeah, that 757 I've always had issues with landing, taking off, getting the damn thing started, getting it to show up on an outside view.
Well, now you've given that issue to Zig because he
can't
get the outside view.
Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'll look around the cockpit.
I gave Zig the issues that time, so.
It's a nice cockpit, guys.
It really is a nice looking plane on the inside.
I like the yoke. The yoke has like that futuristic feel to it.
I don't want to actually use one of these in person to see if it felt that as nice as it should, or if it's as goofy as I think it is. I ride a bicycle. I've always, you know, I can ride a bike. It looks like that kind of handlebars.
We can even
It just doesn't.
we can even
look
tour
like
the
it would
cabin
be-
back here.
Well, me, I want to. Eventually, I want to get the SciTech yoke and throttle quadrant
Oh, that's on the list.
because because with the because you know I fly with a stick and it's fine, but I feel like I'd have more control with the throttle with the yoke than I would with the stick.
Yeah. And it'd be nice to be able to pull it and hold it and
Right.
feel it stay where you want it to.
Because if I remember right, the SciTech stuff actually has a little bit of a force feedback feel to it.
Even if it just had a mild resistance.
Well, I think that
You know.
there's a shaker in it,
Wow.
so that way if you start to stall, you feel that shaking in the.
You
Okay,
are
so I don't want to bolt it down.
you are correct, Terry. They're definitely not study level, but they do a good job with the modeling.
And to be honest with
Oh.
you, with us, we really don't want anything study level.
Yeah, and we're not really study level kind of guys. You are kind of, Draco. Your A2A is almost study level, but
Yeah, in a way.
The King Air is close to, but not really enough.
Your dash
Oh,
is
I
pretty
wanna-
close to being study
yeah,
level.
it is. It is. It's
But
We-
that's
we
about
want-
as far as we go.
We want it close.
Yeah.
We want to be able to handle everything, but we don't need it to be, hey, aviation.
Yeah.
We don't need it to be to the point where you have to be a pilot to fly it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like the
We want to be able
PNDG
to fly
stuff, I don't feel like I don't have time, and I don't feel like sitting down to read a 3,000-page manual to be able to fly a simulator.
Yeah, that's a little too much for me at this point. I could show you the outside, Harry, but
Watch your ears.
yeah, it's got a little glitch with the modeling going on. I'm not sure what's happening with that. When I flew the plane the first time the other night, it did this at first, and then I ended up reloading it, and it modeled it just fine. But I don't know. I didn't have time to mess around with it before we started the stream tonight, so I'm not. I usually keep it on the outside quite a bit for the flight, but it is kind of loud out there, and it's not rendering it in quite right. So I've been staying in the cockpit quite a bit on this one.
On my stream, I've gone from my plane. I'm looking at Draco's. Same plane. We have just different paint jobs on them. Still, I mean, it doesn't matter what paint job. All three planes just look
You know,
nice.
what I kind of like about this one is that, you know, with all the checklists and stuff that are built into it, you know, with where you can pull them up on that center screen and do all the checklists, it's kind of nice that you can do all that stuff if you want to, but you don't have to,
Right.
because a lot of it in the end doesn't matter. But
You must be pretty far ahead of me, Moondog, 'cause I got my traffic zoomed out to miles, and I'm not picking you up.
Yeah, I know. It took off. I left you in the dust.
But I'm also not seeing Zig either.
you're not. What do you mean when you say you're not seeing me on the map, or?
No, on my radar, on my traffic radar,
Oh,
it's not picking up either you or Moondog.
I'm on MESOX already. I'm 50 nautical miles from it. 49
Okay, I'm 81.
or 81.
Moondog's
So
way ahead of us.
Well, that's because you were flying with your gear
Yeah, I was
down,
flying with
and-
my gear down. That doesn't help.
and I'm up a lot higher than you guys.
so you took longer to get there.
Yep.
It's all right. I backed
Mi-
off on the speed. Actually, Draco and I are holding about pace. So
Mrs. Zig said my gear's always hanging down.
Mrs. Zig, we don't need to hear that stuff.
They said that was too much information.
My wife is very nice and doesn't come in and say everything she wants to say either.
Just so long as his flaps stay up.
I suffer from saggy bolitosis.
You should have her take and look into that and take care of that for you. This just took a left turn in adult rating.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Oh look, clouds.
Puffy
Did
clouds.
you show them did you show them the windscreen when you did your walk around? The sun visor that you put up on your side windows.
There's one of those?
Yep.
Yeah.
I did not know.
Click on the little handle right to your left or your right on the right side there.
Oh, look at that. We got a sun visor.
So, just flying along. Is aviation still here? Did he bounce in and bounce out?
Okay. Better go back to the cockpit. Bouncing around quite a bit.
You know, the clouds in the radar look about right. Yep. It's sort of nasty down there, so it's nice to be at 36,000 feet.
Go back inside where it's nice and quiet.
It is quiet. What's your ground speed, Draco? About 460?
461.
461? Okay. I'm at 464.
They just handed me off the Ho Chi Minh Center.
Yeah. I got that just a little bit ago. Actually, what am I doing? I should leave this throttle up, get there, land, and then turn around and watch you guys
You're still gonna get there before us.
get into the runway. I'm moving about to see if there's any other dials and stuff you can. The dim panel light on for the panels. I wish they dimmed. They're either on full blast or they're off.
No.
How do you get them?
Scroll it once for the panel lights at 50. And if you turn it again, you can definitely tell a difference in how bright it is.
No, right above the autopilot. There is a dim panel light there. Little dial. Above where your autopilot and yaw.
Click it.
Yeah, you click it and it goes up to 100%. It doesn't.
I'm
either
actually
on or
okay
off.
with that.
Well, it'd be nice to be able to scroll it down and not have
Yeah.
it too bright. And I understand with the light panels, you can either have it sort of 50 or 100.
Right.
No,
I bet you the cockpit looks really, really cool at night. The lights on landing. Got a couple of planes.
It does.
I'm excited to fly this plane some more.
Yeah.
I got my air hauler working, so
Did you?
I was telling Moondog maybe we need to divide up our stream nights between air hauler work and the world tour or something.
Yeah.
Get some U.S. flights.
To do
Well-
some more U.S. flights where you can really hone in on the charts and instead of just
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
instead of just winging it so much.
What I like though is that this plane's only like 2.8 million in air hauler.
I saw that. I like that too because I got the cash.
I'm really close to having the cash.
Because I got those passenger flights set up and I haven't been in there. And then it just every time I go in, I got like half of 600,000 more bucks.
Did you go into your virtual
I said,
airline portion?
I did
How
not.
can you get this game?
Okay.
Well, with FSX, you can go on Steam and get it. It's usually on sale from time to time.
Regular price is $24.99.
Thank you. I was trying to think of what the price is.
It goes on sale for about $12.50, quite a bit, and then if you really watch, you can get it like I did for $7.50.
Yep, and then and that's for the base. Sometimes you can get it with a different with different types of packages. I got mine with the Rex 4, which gives me all different kinds of clouds and things like that. And then it's just piecing it together here and there. Active Sky, air hauler, and then different planes. This is our newest plane that we all just bought.
Some of us have Orbix.
Some of us have Orbix.
Some of us have different planes. We all don't have the same plane.
This is actually the first plane that all of us own.
It is actually the first
Yeah.
one that we've actually that's payware that we all
Yeah.
own.
Yeah.
We have some free ones that we all have, but this is I didn't think about that.
Is it going to surpass the C-47 in Ernie, though? That's the question.
You know what? The C-47 has its own niche.
Yeah, it
That
does.
this plane cannot. That this plane
No.
cannot do.
Yeah.
Those low, slow flights through mountains and things like that. This plane cannot match that.
It's almost apples and oranges comparing the two.
Right.
Yeah. But I got to throw the question out so we have something to talk about.
Yeah, no.
But this plane here definitely bypasses the 757 for me.
Yes, I enjoy flying this one. I'm still not. I'm still
Well,
not
it's
the
2 days.
tube liner guy.
It's been 2 days that you've been flying this.
Right.
You can't say a lot of good about it. All you can go is, so far it's been not so bad.
Well, it feels more comfortable than the 757 does.
I feel more comfortable in it, which is strange considering where types of planes I normally fly.
There's no wood propellers on this thing. Where are they at? I can't fly it. My name's Draco.
Hey Samuel, were you just over in Draco's channel?
None of my planes have wood propellers.
Was
Are
Draco
you sure?
Draco was Samuel over in your channel asking how to get this game?
Yes.
Pinata?
Yeah.
Yes.
Were you bouncing around when we Steam? You can get it on Steam.
Yeah, you may have been bouncing around when we were explaining it.
We just answered your question when you were in Draco's, but thanks for hopping around to the different channels, by the way.
Hey,
Yeah.
$25 on Steam. Usually, you can get it on sale for $12.50. If you really watch, you can get it on sale for like $7.50, like I did with and that included a add-on plane. But
Yeah, and that was the only way Zig was going to get it. He said, I don't want
I
to
said
spend that much.
that's a pack and a half of cigarettes that I used to smoke. I'm like, I'll try it. Excuse me.
I'll try it. And because Mrs. Zig is within earshot, we will not say how
Yep.
much he spent since then.
Zip it on that. Zip it.
It's only been one pair of shoes.
Jake ratted me out. Told her I bought this plane.
He ratted you out.
Yeah.
Nope.
My wallet was
Nope.
sitting on the coffee table this morning. She's like, "Why is your wallet out here? Did you buy a new game?" I said no.
No.
I said no. Jake's like, he bought an airplane. It was $39.
He ratted you completely out.
I know.
Oh,
He's
God.
like that. It's unbelievable.
and see, I was going to cover for you. I was going to say, Mrs. Zig, it was only $5.
Oh yeah.
It was only $5.
It's only $5.
It was $4.99 actually.
That's when I show her the, you know, if she doesn't like it, I show her the app from when I quit smoking to see how much money we've saved. Because it's over $5,000.
Good for you.
Yep.
I mean, that really is good for you. Now, show my wife how to do that. She gets a little bit of stress, and it goes from
it's a head game.
3/4 of a pack to 2.5 packs.
Yep.
Okay.
I used to. Yep. I used to have 2-pack days. It's a head game.
And she's done the attempts. She's done patches. She's done that a couple of times. And then something will do, and she'll go, I just need a cigarette, and it's.
Here's the deal. Here's what I because you know me and one of my buddies, we always joke around. We would say quitting's easy. I've done it lots of times, right? It was like a joke, but it was true. I tried many times to quit, and the difference this time was, I educated myself on nicotine addiction, and 2, I had to admit to myself that I was a nicotine addict. And for me, if I would smoke one, I would smoke 1,000 more, right?
Yeah.
So I learned,
that makes
like,
a lot of sense. That's
and the biggest thing for me was that I learned that nicotine is so powerful that if you smoke a half a cigarette, it will reprogram your brain to place nicotine replenishment as a higher priority than food.
Yeah.
And it only takes a half a cigarette.
Yep. It is more powerful than most street drugs.
So the whole patch thing is a scam, because the only way you can quit is to get it out of your system.
Yep.
That's the
Samson,
only.
you've caught up with me. You're 8.2 behind me.
That's the only way you can quit, is you can't use any sort of supplement, because that never breaks the cycle. And that's I used, this time I was on Chantix, which I had done that before a couple times and had not succeeded, but because I always cheated.
Yeah.
And then once you've made it through the 36 or 72 hours, however, whatever it is, how long it takes for the nicotine to be physically out of your system, then it's a head game.
Yeah.
But as soon as you cheat, and even if you have 2 or 3 drags off a cigarette, that reprograms your brain. And
it's
that
already back there. Yeah.
So you're already addicted again. And then that was the thing I learned this time that let me quit, and it's been almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in January.
That's good. She's done. She's kicked, but it's still there. Being an alcoholic, she's gotten hooked on some prescription for a while, and she had someone slip in her methadone to get her hooked on meth. So she's gotten over all of that stuff. The only one that she can't get over is the cigarettes.
They say it's worse. They say it's harder than quitting heroin.
Yeah, it is, and she knows that. I mean, she's with the psychiatry and the medical.
Yep.
She knows all that, and she's got friends that have passed on from cancer now.
Yep.
And some of it, and it's just like, she's like, I need to quit. I'm here behind you 100%.
It's hard. It's not easy.
What do you need me to do? What do you need me to do?
Probably,
I helped you with the others.
The first 2 weeks was like I didn't get any work done. Like I had my showroom then, so I was working in the showroom. I basically in my office that wasn't at home, right? And like I couldn't I couldn't focus on anything. I was eating Kit Kats and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Like, chocolate was my thing. And it's like, I went from 2 packs a day to 2 bags of candy a day. And I gained 30 pounds. But that's besides the point.
If my wife gained 30 pounds, she'd be a third of her weight doubled again, you know? So I don't know if we could put up with that. But I'd put up with that if it helped her get off.
But I couldn't focus. I was useless. Like, I was so nervous and fidgety, and, you know, it was a struggle for me to get through the day.
Yeah.
But what I did have was that app on my phone. That was the other thing that really helped, just to be able to know that you made it through the day. And there was actually, like, on the app I had, you could go, and it had like a chat feature, you know, for support or whatever. I never really put anything in there, but I would just go and read what other people were saying, and, you know, other people that had quit, you know, for 30 days or whatever would be on there and giving support, and it really helped just to be able to look on there every day and go. And there was a button where you could, like, hit the button, like when you were craving really bad, and you could hit the button, and then you could, like, okay, yesterday I had, you know, 40 craving episodes, and today I only had 30. You know what I mean, kind of thing?
Yeah.
And then it has, like, bars on there for all, like, your health stuff, like, you know, how much better your stuff is getting after so many days. But it was hard. I'm not gonna lie. I smoked for 25 years, so, you know, it was not easy.
Waypoint PCA is actually on the coast, so that's where we have to get to, which is about 145 nautical miles for me.
And I'm still coming up on Damel.
Yeah,
Damel.
I just passed that.
So I'm still waiting for my daughter to call to come pick her up from the movie theater.
So
I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with that yet.
It's been flying on autopilot with no problem.
Well, yeah, but what if I don't make it back in time? And
the worst is you're flying over Da Nang, get a rope and hang with at 35,000 feet.
And screaming off into China with no flight plan filed. Sure, they'll love that.
They won't have a problem. Wait a minute, what is beside it? Is it Laos that's right beside it?
Yep.
Laos will be the one that has a problem.
Or is that Cambodia? I can't remember.
Alright, who's the geography whiz? Oh, wait a minute, it's normally me.
yeah, that's you.
Yeah. That's because I cheat.
Alright, so I'm 24 miles from Damel, and there's 2 waypoints before I hit the coast. But I don't think any of the waypoints are any longer than what this one is.
So, I mean, she's only like a mile away, but I got 2 options. I could let it try and go on autopilot, or I could pause it and run and come back and unpause it and hit it double time, catch it back up.
Depending on when she gives you that call, yeah. And it is Laos, it's to the west of Vietnam.
Watch her call you right as you're getting ready to land.
Well, that would be about right. So.
South China Sea. Wasn't that the name of the show?
No, China Beach.
China Beach. Okay.
China
Yeah,
Girl?
it's really
That was a song.
that was a song. It's really bad when you're watching that show, China Beach, and the one actress. Holy crap! How did I forget her name? Delaney, Dana Delaney.
Yeah.
You go, man, you got a crush on her, and then you find out your dad's got the same crush on her. No. Well, at least we have same taste in women. I only watched about 5 or 6 episodes of the show.
So it doesn't tell us like a estimate on the whole trip, right? Like how long we got.
On the third panel or the center panel, there is a flights thing. That is, if you turn the FMS outer dial to auxiliary trip planning, it should tell you.
Alright, auxiliary trip. Fuel efficiency 5.2. Endurance another 5 hours. For speed, wind direction.
I have ETA local time at 11:42, and it's 11:10 right now, so 32 minutes.
Wait, my ETA is 13:35.
Where do you see that at?
Under trip status.
Trip status.
Okay.
Well, what's your local time though?
Local time is 12:58.
See, ours are different, so. If you've calculated, is it about the same, about 35 minutes?
About 37.
So it has us landing in about 37 minutes. That means Zig's got 15 minutes for the trip, and she's going to call in about 20 minutes, which means crash.
Yep, that's about right because the second movie they were seeing started at like 10 and it's 11:15, so it's probably going to be over in, like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Other stats, tailwind 20 knots. Fuel status, efficiency 4.8%, 4.8.
Yeah. My efficiency is 5.2, and I have a tailwind of 23 knots.
Is a higher number good or a lower number?
Higher better.
Oh, okay.
What are you, about 4.2?
I was about 4, but that's probably because I flew halfway with my gear down.
No, that efficiency there is actually current.
Oh.
So it's depending on how you have your throttle and trip set, I do believe.
Well, I got it on max cruise. But I am cooking it at about 282.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could,
243, 244.
would you say 240? You said
243, 244.
Okay. Why am I at 256 still? Oh well, there's a height difference there.
Oh wow. Yeah. If you keep going, it shows you more stuff.
Yeah.
Satellite status, GPS solution.
You have timers, generic start, and flight time.
It even has constellation, which I'm not sure what that is. And then a signal strength.
That's all the satellites that it's reading off of to get your actual GPS coordinates.
So this,
and I think it needs like 4 or 5 of them to actually be able to detect exactly where you're at.
Right.
So this is the same unit that's in your King Air, right? I mean,
yes.
Same but different, right?
Almost exactly the same. There's a couple differences, and I think that comes down between
the
just flight and Cork, Carenado.
Yeah.
But primarily, I've seen actual videos for learning the G1000, and both systems are very close. You can set up your time and date for either local time or, in the format on it too. On the next auxiliary system setup page. is if you push on the inner dial, and then you can scroll down through those.
Speaking of setup, has anybody looked up any charts on?
Why would we do that? Why would we do that? I probably should do that. Air traffic, nothing. Map there. Okay. Yep, getting closer to the coast. About 76 nautical miles from the coast.
See, that's what's strange. It does not show you in ZIG on my traffic map.
Do you have the traffic map on?
Yeah, I just turned it on.
You go to map, and then you have traffic, so it's gray.
Yeah, because it's operate is gray, standby is
Black.
darker gray. But yeah, I can't see either one of you guys. But it'll show me AI planes.
Well, maybe that's because we're only.
No, I had you guys earlier, yesterday, had you guys all on there, but I think this plane causes issues with distance, because you can be a third of the runway down, and I can't see you modeled in.
I've had that in other planes too.
Yeah.
Like the 757. Yeah, I'll watch you guys. If I'm like last in line, you guys will get like a third of the way down the runway, and then you're just a tag. You're not. I don't even see your plane anymore.
Okay.
So I think that's an FSX thing.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. Dashboard. Fox, dude, just do max speed. I am almost at max speed. I'm just under overspeed.
If he goes any faster, his wings are gonna blow off.
Yeah.
I'm about 36 and a half miles from VPAM.
Charts.
Alright, let me pull up flight plan briefing. And it's okay. So it's telling me 35 left, 35 right, and I have ILSs and courses for us.
Yeah, there's 35 right and left, or there's 17 or 35, either one. That's it. But I'm trying to find.
Well, with the wind, it's 360 at 5. So
Yeah.
35 left, 35 right be the best.
Which is on a heading of 352.
Close.
But
yeah,
yeah.
You say 352, it says 353. We're right in there.
Yeah. Double check.
Thing is, though, is I don't know what runway they're going to give us till we're enough to.
Right, and I'm looking for an ILS number here still yet, and I'm not.
I can give it to you.
Oh, that's right. It's in.
That's an active sky.
Active sky. Yeah.
35 left is 110.50.
2 runways. Elevation 33 feet, it says here. So, yeah, 33, 36.
Maintain flight level 270, Boeing 907.
Okay.
110.50.
But what we really need is the
Right, the approach height. But
Yep.
it's going to,
50.
well, I'm on IFR, so it'll tell me the
Oh.
height that I need.
that's stupid.
So,
I have both.
This-
I have both the ILSs programmed now, and then I have 2.
okay. So we can make sure you get down there, Zig, to catch it if you wanted. Because we're both just, well, I'm definitely ahead of you, and
Zig looks to be passing me pretty soon. Because his ground speed is a lot higher than mine. I'll tell you right now, if we were down a little further, we'd be getting bounced all over the place by storms. It looks nasty down there. And for those of you who are watching who have never seen, I will bring it over here and show you. Uh-oh.
oh,
Well, I forgot that when I click on that, if I bring it up, it kills the sound, but it should
yeah,
should show it on my
it'll,
screen.
it'll still show it. It's just, yeah, there's just no sound.
Well, that
Yeah, because I'm doing the same thing.
So,
you lose
for-
the sound for that.
For the approach, there's only ILS 35 right, not 35 left.
there's
Okay.
no 35 left.
Well, there's, huh?
You said there's no 35 left.
There's not an approach for it. There's an NDB approach. I don't know what that is.
Non-directional beacon.
Okay, there's one of those for 35 left.
And
for
I don't know how to
35
find that in this plane.
Yeah.
There's active sky for you guys on my channel. That's Zig and Draco back there represented by those little flight planes there.
Representing.
So,
So I'm just.
I promise I'll never say that again.
So how do
say
I?
what? Oh shit! Back off the throttle, or I'm going to be dead here in a second. Thank you. I'm bouncing so much, I'm getting
Overspeed.
Yeah.
So you were right on the edge of overspeed and just the turbulence.
Yeah.
So I will be
So-
landing on 35 right.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna set mine for.
And I will not be taking vectors in. I will be doing it on my own. I'm not listening to those yahoos.
Procedure.
So Vox Dab that asked for me to do full speed. There was full speed because it was overspeeding, break the plane in half. And I'm getting ready to turn north.
Oh, here we go again. Having that same lovely problem.
What do you got?
Well, I can't get it to go down to select approach.
You just have to really watch when you're floating over at the inner knob and the outer knob. I actually didn't really have any problem. You just gotta find the sweet spot.
Yeah, and if
Well-
you're bouncing around, it's going to make it more difficult.
Well,
No, when I put the cursor over it, it turns into a hand with a plus sign, and it says outer knob. But I'm not actually touching the outer knob. If I bring it down to where I'm touching the outer knob and it turns, nothing happens.
I'm on. I don't do it in the cockpit. I have the window exploded, if you will. I've been doing it there, so if it's bouncing around or anything, it doesn't affect that. Is that how you're doing it, Draco? Or were you in the cockpit?
I'm doing it in the cockpit because it's easier to do both knobs.
I haven't been doing it that way. I had less problem tonight than I did last night.
Alright,
I just
let's
scrolled
try
right
this.
through everything. Because there you can float over it. It'll say inner knob or outer knob.
Outer knob. It's not doing anything still. Inner knob. This is the one thing I do not like about this plane. And I can hear the damn thing spinning.
I didn't have any problem with it this time, unlike last night or the other night, whenever that was.
Is it outer knob or inner knob you're supposed to turn?
I don't remember.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
Let me see if I can't get back there now. Outer knob one scrolls up and down. Like I put it right under the S. If you explode the window, like right under the FMS, I put it right under the S, and it scrolls right up and down.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. And it's not doing anything. Like I said, this is the one thing that pisses me off about this plane.
It's annoying, no doubt, but it's not the only one that's like this.
No, it's like every single plane that uses the G1000 has this issue. Oh, good. I have other issues.
What do you got going on?
I just had to handle my...
Holy storms.
Because it's bouncing me around enough to where it's causing me to overspeed.
Oh yeah, I know.
But it's not enough to where it'll even say overspeed. It just goes and then
overspeed.
Because then it just
telling
drops right back down.
It's telling me overspeed.
Overspeed.
Yelling at me.
Yeah, well, I've gotten through it and turned, and I'm going to be headed through another wave here before too long. I've killed my thrust down to... I'm only doing 170 right now.
It won't work. Try both knobs. Try it both ways. What?
Are you Are you scrolling the wheel away from you or towards you?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Away from me, towards me.
And you can do the mouse wheel on other button. On the other dials, it works fine, so it's not that issue.
No, because I can handle the comm, the baro, the range. It's just this FMS knob.
Have you tried using the other FMS knob?
I've tried using both knobs.
Both knobs, okay.
And this was the thing that pissed off.
Yep.
I'm blanking on his name, but it pissed
Captain
him off
Mac.
really bad. Captain Mac.
I'm just wondering if it's because I'm used to doing it that I haven't had the issue. I feel bad for you, but I haven't had it, so I'm not sure. I'm trying to think what I can do to help you out.
Fuck it, I don't care.
Descend to 28, thank you.
I'll probably just end up putting this thing in the ground somewhere anyway when trying to land it. Not like that's gonna make it any better.
I am. Shush.
But that's it's only with the when I go in to do procedure. Because if I use it for, you know, moving in between waypoint, map, and so on and so forth, it works perfectly fine. It's only with procedure.
He had the issue with the same plane that you're in last night.
Who did?
You did, didn't you? You guys were flying the same plane, as in the same color skin. It shouldn't be an issue, but is it something as simple? Is there something?
No, I'm in the same plane I was in last night.
Okay. Because you guys looked like you were in the same white and red ones last night.
We were, and I'm still in the white and red.
Oh, that's right. You're in that, and he's not. Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a paint on the outside of the plane. It has nothing to do with.
I know it shouldn't. I'm running through questions in my head.
No, it's just the fact that Carenado, while they made a pretty good plane, did not bug check the FMS with the procedure. If they had bug checked, they would have found that it does not work right all the time, and they could have fixed it. But there are times Carenado, it seems like all they want to do is just pump out as many planes as they can, and if there's bugs, deal with it or don't. Okay.
Yeah, I'm coming down to 280, and I'm buffering through storms, and I've got the air brakes on, the spoiler open. Let's go out and take a look at that. Yeah, as we bounce around in the air brakes, spoiler.
I am. Give me a second.
Did it yell at you to expedite it too?
Yeah, I didn't even have everything set yet. And it's, hurry up.
Yeah, and if you look at the active sky map that we have, top of descent, we're miles from it.
Oh, I know.
Okay, when I'm flying the King Air, that yoke is all over the place. Even with the autopilot on correcting, the yoke is all over the place. This thing, yoke's perfectly still.
So I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be, or if the way the King Air has it, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or if it's just different depending on planes.
So, if you know the answer to that, and you want 50 million Moondog credits, give us the correct answer. $50 million Moondog credits are going for 5 pennies these days.
Wow, that's a conversion rate? 5 cents?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. I wasn't sure what the conversion rate was, the current rate was at, but wow.
Well, is there, with the speed brake, is there anything between nothing and 100%?
No, it's just on or off.
I'll take on, please. On for 500.
Yeah, 35 right.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Turn left 315. Thank you.
If we make it there, of course.
And down.
Are you at top of descent already?
No, but they have me coming down already.
Oh, you're listening to those fools?
Yeah, and they've even yelling at us to expedite descent.
Well, I don't have a choice because I can't program an approach.
Seatbelts on. Seatbelts are on. And well, guess what? You got to turn off your iPads. No electric in the back. Hopefully you got battery power. So 35 right. So if we go into this and see if we can.
I'll be right back.
Yep. This is when Zig gets the phone call. Dad, come pick us up.
I am getting bounced all over the damn place.
Oh yeah, I was getting it, and then I cleared out, and just about the time they said descend and turn.
200.
Turn right, heading 345.
Fuck off! I'm dropping at 2,500 feet per minute. How fast do you want me to fucking go? How if I just shut the engines off and just nosedive it? Really hate FSX ATC.
Descend and maintain flight level 220.
That's alright. ATC's pulled me off of the way the line, and now taking me back. There must be something down there that we can't be flying over.
Descend and maintain 220.
Embraer Zulu India Golf, please expedite your descent to flight level 220.
315.
Wow. Okay.
Well, the last time in the 757, I didn't set up an approach. I just followed them, and I got it lined up and actually landed it fairly decent. So, see how this one does.
It could be all right. I mean, I've done it on both, and it's fine. I just
hope right in front of me that's a hole in the clouds and not a mountain sticking up in the clouds.
No, it's a hole in the clouds. All right, so if we actually do this, no, it's not that one. This one. Train proximity, no, nothing there. Traffic. more than 12 miles out to my left. Descending, folks, descending.
I was going to say, and top of descent's coming up pretty quick.
I'm already past it.
Yeah.
It had me do like this weird, you know,
left turn and then
Yeah.
come back.
yeah, right turn.
I did the same thing, and now it's got me sort of on a parallel course to the actual flight plan.
Yeah, I'm pretty much
And-
right behind you.
And I think it's got something to do with there's something down there that they actually don't want us to fly over, that they mimic.
Is it Vietnamese version of Area 51?
No, I think it's an actual city, so I don't know what's down there.
315, descend and maintain flight level 220, expect vectors, ILS, runway 35, right approach.
All right. 16. 2 going to 16.
Heading 315, descend and maintain flight level 220, expect vectors, ILS, runway 35.
Oh, I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it.
Descend to and maintain 8,000. Okay.
I'm descending down to 12.
It says turn left 315 and to go 315. Oh, okay. Descend and maintain 220. It's gonna bring me in on 35 right, which is where I said I was going, so
And what's the ILS for 35 right again?
I don't know.
You're the one that pulled it up.
Hold on. ILS 35 right, 111.5. That's the one I have highlighted.
It's what? 111?
111.50.
Not that it matters, but because I won't use the ILS, I'll just hand fly it.
111 what? Point.
50.
Embraer Zulu India Golf, descend and maintain 12,000.
Ooh, descend to 12,000. Okay.
You must be somewhere pretty close.
I don't think so.
Yeah, there's like equal spacing between you, me, and Moondog.
Descend and maintain 12,000.
Oh, did it send you down to there already?
Yep.
Embraer Zulu India Golf, contact Ho Chi Minh Center on 123.
Is it on briefing or flight?
123.
It's on briefing, right? For
Briefing.
your,
Yep.
we're at in the briefing. Detailed weather. All the way at the bottom down there?
For what, the ILS?
Yeah.
It's posted at the actual airport. 353.
Okay. That's all
And
the winds.
her movie just ended. Awesome.
Ho Chi Minh Center.
So
Zulu India Golf.
Oh, there it is.
Flight level 201 for 12,000.
maybe I'll just pause it and end my stream and land it when I get back.
Okay.
I'll probably still be trying to figure out how to land this thing.
Turn right, heading 015.
Yeah. So, active sky here as we look at this. Candidate runways for landing based on winds only 35 left, 35 right gives ILS's, which is either 110.5 or 111.5. That's what we were looking for and Draco found and stuff like that, so. Turn heading 2950. Okay, sorry.
Alright, well sorry everybody, I'm gonna end my stream right here. All one of you watching. I gotta go pick up my daughter. And yeah, I'm gonna pause the game and try and land this off camera. Oh, hey Bowman. Or PCG.
Of course,
Yes,
H,
yeah.
right where you
Hey
gotta go.
PCG, jump over and watch Watch Draco or Moondog, because I got to go pick up my daughter. So I'm just going to stop the stream here, and I'm going to pause it and try and land it
Send a maintain
offline.
4200.
So, yeah, zig out.
Zig out.
Zig out.